It's an iPad.
The lens on this thing.
That's a $25 wide angle lens.
Oh, that's really slick. Alright, to do the offset, press the offset test key once. And then the value you don't have to change. Press enter again. And then test 1.
Okay, offset immediately goes to do a test.
Yes. You select 1 or 2, always just pull test 1. Test 2 is a bunch of weird squares that it's hard to even do. So test 1 looks like this.
Okay.
Somebody's been busy on it.
Oh, that's years ago. I mean, this is 10 years old. I did that.
Oh, okay.
I just don't remember how I did it.
And then to view it, push the down arrow key to feed it out a little bit.
Okay.
And then we can see it again here. Weed out. Leave the center. Positive. Sorry. Feed them out. And what we're looking for is the one that has where it starts and stops the circle in the same spot, not higher, not lower, where they start and stop connecting in the same spot. And then we're looking at the corners to see if the corners are perfectly square 90s or they have flared ears on them. If you look at some of you just want to make sure that the start and stop line on the top is where it wants to be.
Is it different on any of them?
Yeah, they can vary. Like some of them will flare out a little bit more. Some are oval shape versus circles.
They flare out on all 4 corners.
Yeah, you see how this one's not a complete. Mainly I look at the corner and okay, like if you look at this one up close, you'll see how.
Am I killing you there?
Yeah, you can. You're getting right there. There you go. If you look at this one up close, it flares outwards. Yeah, it's hard to see in the video right there. But it's not perfectly square. It flares.
Okay.
Flares and it's not a square.
What about the circle, though?
The circle's not too bad, but once we find the perfect square one, so if this doesn't work, how it curves right there, it's not a square. We'll go look at the other end of the spectrum. Let's see here. If I had to choose the best looking one, it would be this one right here.
I'm zooming in too much.
For right now, I would use this to be the best looking one, where it has good square edges. It's easier to see when you're looking up closer with the eye, with the light, this way the edges are, and the circle doesn't have a tag on top of it.
Okay. So this was hitting the offset button?
And then pressing enter, and then test 1.
Test 1.
Yep.
Okay. I couldn't find this last time I was looking.
Okay.
I was using, is there a test button?
Offset key.
No, but isn't there a test button?
There is a... No. Yeah. No. Yes, there is.
Okay. That's what I was doing. Okay. So this gets our offset, right?
Correct. And then all you do is select the one you want.
And how are they numbered?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
So all you do is hit the up arrow key to pull it back into the unit, and then the laser will kick on at the bottom. So you move it all the way to the end. 1, 2,
Use your arrows.
4, 5. Yeah.
Okay.
Now press enter. And it says the value on that circle is 0.50. We'll press enter.
Okay.
And now it's saved it.
Okay.
So what we're going to do now is called the cut test. We'll press the test key once.
Okay.
And then cut test. quality check, and then we're going to press enter.
What is that? Out of?
That means the test is wider than the material, so it's going to not cut the whole test. It's just going to do part of it.
Okay. Now the material that I got to set this up for is that clear stuff in the tray.
Okay.
That I got to make sure I'm getting. Would that be setting up a different user?
Preset. Probably different preset, yeah. And so what we can do on that is there should be a force test on there. When you do with the force test, it'll set the you do it like set it over here at 70. Put your material in you want, it'll do like a square or something like that, and then you press. If it weeds out, if it doesn't cut out, you keep increasing the pressure to different forces.
Is it a big test it does or a small?
Small.
Okay.
On the VC, it's like a circle with a triangle in the middle of it.
The VC.
The new value cut.
Okay.
Funny that people copy each other's stickers all the time.
Was that?
Did one the other day for somebody.
That's my Miguel's son, Mickey, does screen printing here. He put that on his windows or something. What does that mean?
It's like
Two-door mob?
They're two-door blazers. They have like a little like carpet truck club or something. Alright, so now we'll just forward it out and take a look at I'm gonna sheet it off. It's easier to see on the table.
So how do you make it cut? I've never.
Hold the exit button.
You have to hold it. What?
You hold the exit button down and it goes into sheet mode, and then you say it asks sheet mode yes or no. And so we're gonna hit cancel, and I'll show you what we're gonna do. We'll go back in here.
You're ready, and then
Where we need to be at. Okay.
okay.
So we'll put it back to automatic on the sheet off mode. So enter, sheet off mode, enter, automatic, enter, cancel, hold the exit button down, sheet off,
Okay.
yes, down arrow key.
Okay.
To do a sheet off, press and hold the exit key. It says sheet off, up arrow no, and we want to do down arrow yes.
On their new cutters, do they have any videos? This would be more than helpful for people. Are the new ones simpler to run?
Yeah, they don't pause test. We're gonna
I always got to make sure I get the right angle so I can see the screen.
okay. E-pause test. We're gonna press the test key once.
Okay.
We're gonna scroll down to E-pause, align tune automatic.
Okay.
E-pause, align tune automatic. Press enter. It'll cut a square on the vinyl afterwards. Once it cuts a square, it feeds it out. Weed the square out. Then press any key to continue on the control panel. I'll tell you.
Okay. And did you have to push two?
Any key. I just didn't press the one on there. It says ePause calibration done on the display. It did it right. What it's going to do is It's calibrating the white point and the black point.
Okay.
So when you're doing your stuff, it's easier for the calibration for the bounty box is what it is. All right, so we did the
Offset.
test. We've done the EPOS test, and this is the stuff you're gonna. Preset. We're gonna adjust the preset to where we were. Select preset. We're gonna put it to 1. You're recording now or not yet?
Yes.
All right. To change a preset or add a preset, you'll press the.
Should get back to the ready screen.
Yeah. Okay, to add a preset or change a preset, hit the preset key once. And then it'll say select preset. If you want to add a preset, you'll go down to add. If you want to remove, you select remove. Or if you want to choose your existing set, you go to select preset. Press enter. It says user type 1, enter, up or down to select what we want. We're going to go to user type 2 to set up a brand new one. Press enter. So first thing we want to do is perform the force test to make sure that the blade is cutting to the proper force by pressing the force key once. Right now it's set at 70 on the display. We'll leave it as 70, and then we'll press the force key again. Next it'll go cut a circle with a square with a circle inside of it. We'll feed the material out, and it might be hard to see right here. Okay, good. Weed the outside of this circle by leaving this in there, and it came off just right and smooth, no snags or anything. So our force is set right. If the force was too low, then it would be pulling the center up with it. If force was too high, it would cut through the material.
What about the tit on the top of the circle? Does that look right there?
Yeah, it's where the blade just digs in right there. That's where we may have to try a different blade at that, but it's just a little bit on the. So the fact that it weeded off pretty easy, though I would run with it at 70 right there.
Okay.
Next, you want to perform your. So now on the display it says 70. We'll just hit exit. Exit. Next we'll do offset. Select the offset key once, and then press enter. Type 1 test. Test 1.
Yeah, it's going to take off it. Yeah. The one in the middle should be the one it's at now, right?
Mm-hmm. So 0.50 is this one right here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what you can do is press the down arrow key to forward it out so you can see it a little better. And then weed it out. What you're looking for is 90-degree corners on the square, and on the circle where they, on the top of the circle where they open and close, you want it to be in the same spot, because the further you go to your left, the further the lines get from each other. The further you go right, they go opposite of each other until you hit the sweet spot. Now we just select the one that looks the best.
Yeah.
So now we're looking through the magnifier to make sure that the start and stop point, is this top little piece that it's leaving, and you're wanting to make sure that these are 90-degree corners right here. Okay, so after looking at it, this one looks to be the best one, and that's 4 over from the edge.
Okay.
So now, we press the up arrow key to bring it back in the machine, and now we'll come over here and select the 4th one. You can move it all the way to the right until it stops. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. And this offset is 0.51. After you hit the number you want, you press enter. So enter. Now it just saved it, and it shows our force is at 70, where we selected that a while ago.
If you pull up your offset, it'll show you the offset.
And we go to offset. It's at new is at 0.50 where we select it right now.
Okay. Did you go to 5.1?
5.1, but it just goes in increments of 5.6,
Okay.
0.4, 0.5, 0.6. So it doesn't actually go to the exact. It starts at a group. So if you didn't like that, it would start at 6 on the next one, and it would adjust from there.
Oh, okay.
So then hit exit, and you're ready to go. And remember, this is user type 2. If you need to go back to the other one, you go to user type 1 by pressing select.
Okay, so we did preset, we did offset, we did force.
And that's correct. Then setting the blade depth is just manually taking the blade out and cutting a tic-tac-toe square and weeding it out manually, so you're cutting through through just the material, not the backer.